Let's go!
Hey everybody, Coach Scott here, and today I want to do a little mental training with you. I want to do a little mental coaching with you because it's something I've done for 20-25 years with my teams and my players. And there's a Chinese proverb that says, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time to plant a tree is now. That's right, right now is your best time to get started. And so I want to ask you a couple questions. Do you feel like when you're starting something new that you quickly get what's called program fatigued, or you just get burnt out too quick? Or do you have the tendency to break down under pressure? And by the way, life is pressure, aging is pressure, loving is pressure. There's all kinds of pressures. And do you struggle with your belief about what's possible for your future? This is a very critical thing to think about. Do you lose your composure when you face adversity? Do you just blow off the handle and you just kind of throw the towel in really quickly? So those questions right there are the linchpin to what I'm going to talk about today. So if you answered yes to one or more of those questions, then I want to do a little mental training with you. I want to do a little mental rehearsal with you to help you really get some mental toughness. Because again, the pressure, just the pressure of living is always going to be there. And if you don't keep that in check and have some measuring sticks along the way, especially as it relates to your routines, it's going to be very challenging. And the thing about a routine is what it does is it sets you up with an intentional process that allows you each day to go through certain things with your mind and with your body so that it can perform at its best. And the most effective routines that I've taught and that I've been a part of, they combine everything. They combine the mental, they combine the physical, and they combine the emotional and spiritual strategies to get you primed and to get you focused and get you ready to be the best and highest version of yourself. And this is something that I've been doing now for many years with great results. It hasn't always been easy, but it's something that I've stayed consistent with. And keep in mind that it takes time and it takes a real intentional effort to develop a good routine to strengthen your mind and to get some mental toughness. But I can tell you this, it's 100% worth it every single time. And so remember, as you're developing a routine for your mental toughness, you always got to remember that the greatest fight is always going to be in your mind. The enemy doesn't have to tie you up physically. If he can tie you up mentally, he's won the game. The second thing I want you to think about is as you've got to strengthen your belief system. The most successful people that I know, the most successful people that I'm around and that have coached, they always leverage mental training to help them reach their highest levels. So anybody who thinks that they don't need mental training and don't need to have a level of mental toughness is sadly mistaken. Your belief system will determine whether or not you are truly successful. So first you have to believe in yourself. You've got to believe in your goals. You've got to believe in your dreams. And again, you've got to place yourself as a top priority in your life. And the second thing you have to do to increase your belief system is you must believe in your ability to achieve your goals. You must believe that you have gifts and talents that are innately invested in you so that you can reach your full potential and be all that you were created to be. And even if you don't fully believe in yourself right now, you need to get yourself around some people that do believe in you. And you can actually use their belief in you to begin to believe in yourself until you can really fully understand your full capacity and your full giftedness and your full talents. And finally, you need to be willing to identify any limiting beliefs that may be presenting obstacles in your path right now. Now, this is sobering to a lot of people because many of us have what's called blind spots, and we don't really see the things that other people see that could be a limiting belief keeping us from our destiny. The third thing is you can't rely solely on motivation. Motivation is great and we all need that, but you can't rely solely on that because transformation is a process that can take many months and sometimes even years. So while motivation might be sky high when you start something new or you're motivated to really make a change in your life, that typically isn't where it stays forever. So for a lot of our clients and a lot of the clients that I've coached, motivation starts to dip as time goes by. So you got to use your resources. You've got to use everything that's connected to you to strengthen your mind. And don't let your emotions get the best of your journey, because it is a journey. and it's a long journey. So what you need to do is focus in on your why and know that you are your greatest resource. You're your greatest cheerleader. You don't need to pile it up on top of yourself. The world will do that by itself. So don't beat yourself up, and don't compare your journey to someone else's journey. We're all in a fight for our health. And so again, just remember, everybody has their own fight, but together we're stronger, together we're better. And fourth thing is, small steps always lead to large victory. You've heard me say this before, but you can't overhaul your mental game overnight. You know, introducing new ideas and new concepts and new strategies with practical, simple ways to implement them into your daily life will always improve the way you think. It'll improve the way you deal with adversity. It'll even improve the way you manage your emotions. So again, it takes time, but the results are worth it. So remember, your health and my health is a marathon. It's not a sprint. And everything you do for your health, whether it be big or small steps, is always an investment into your future. And that's very, very important to always remember. The fifth thing is consistency, and I talked about that a little bit at the beginning of the video, but consistency is always the key. And as with anything you do in life, consistency will play a role whether you're successful long-term or it's a short-term fix. And people who feel comfortable and they feel a sense of certainty because they have a routine that they're doing every single day, they can feel this in their minds and in their bodies, and they tend to be more consistent in their lives. And as you might imagine, there's plenty of research that shows that people who are more consistent have greater levels of success than people who are not consistent in their life. And the beautiful thing is that daily routines will give you a repeatable process. And when you use them successfully over time, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, it'll elevate your confidence, and it'll give you that consistency and level of certainty that we're all looking for. And I've heard it said like this: long obedience in the same direction is the key to success. That's right, long obedience in the same direction is the key to success. So I hope you've received this little mental toughness exercise and how to develop your mental toughness on a day-to-day basis. And if you'll do that, I do believe and declare that you will be all that you were created to be. So God bless you guys. Take care. I'll see you on the next video.